Hey everyone. Hi everyone, and welcome, pardon me, to our second module as we navigate this shift together. Say hi, let me know that you're here. I'm actually wondering if I need to. Oh, hello, Sharon. I see messages today. Hey, Tim, so lovely to see you. Okay, this is fantastic. I'm seeing messages today. I have no idea what happened yesterday, but clearly something went down. Pardon me. So Sharon, excuse me, Sharon had sent me a message and she said, well, maybe the universe was stopping you from seeing the messages so that you could stay, in the zone and have things come through you. And I love that. I have no doubt that was the case. Hey, Rob, Marissa, so nice to see you. Tracy, Tracy's a local girl. Welcome. Prash, Tim, everybody, love you, love you, love you, guys. So, was it the guardian not present today? So, do you know? I have to say the energies feel different today. So, yesterday I was saying that it kind of feels like this, like full-on vibration, like I had too much coffee and it was all coming through, and obviously I had to stay in that space. But I kind of feel like there's a flow now. So clearly, I said yes. I chose to be here and to let it come through me, and it feels smoother today. So I will say it feels smoother. Um, so nice to see you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. How are you feeling today? How have you been feeling after the processes that we did yesterday? If you guys want to share the page, you're welcome to invite anybody that you want to this page. If you believe that somebody else needs these messages, or you believe the exercises and experiences will be good for them, please invite them along. This is your page. This has been built for you, and I'm constantly just tapping into the energy and wanting to give you guys everything that you need. So we have a couple of amazing exercises in mind today. Hey, Fiona, so nice to see you. So one of the exercises that we're going to be doing later on is an exercise to access what your message is to the world. And it's very, very simple, very profound. Most things I do are extraordinarily simple. For those that know me, that's how I operate, because I believe everything is simple. We as humans overcomplicate things. We make our problems bigger than Ben-Hur, and then we believe we need a big solution to fix it. So we'll be doing that exercise. And also what's come to mind just in the last few minutes is I want to actually get you guys to tap into this energy that I am feeling is being showered across the planet. I want you to feel it. I want you to connect with it. I want, there's so much that I want. But I do. I want you to feel it, and I want you to commit yourself to being of service and having it work through you, because that is going to be what helps you navigate this shift so much more easily. So, as I said, thankfully, the energy is a lot smoother for me today. And I can see messages. So, woohoo. I actually came into this call. I was prepared with my phone, and I did trial tests today. I opened up another Facebook page and I went, okay, I'm just going to test it. I said hello to myself like 100 times and it all popped up. And then I just thought, okay, can I outsmart the universe should they try and do the same thing? But, clearly, I don't think I can, because there is always a way, right? So yesterday we touched on the importance of being free of the fear so that you can strengthen your own immune system and move into love. On that note, and here's a doozy, I made a mistake. I actually said if you have trouble moving from fear to love, then you can take that intermediate step and move from, I actually think I said from faith into fear and then love. Obviously, what I meant to say was to move from fear into faith and then fall into love. So I did write in the comments afterwards that maybe a cheeky guide stepped in, which I think is what Tim is alluding to. But a cheeky guide stepped in, either that, because I could blame a guide, or I could just accept the fact that I am still human, having human experiences, and obviously I am not enlightened yet. I still have a lot to learn too. clearly. So having a strong immune system right now is obviously important, not just because of the virus. And as I mentioned yesterday, there is more going on than just the virus. This is very layered. Everything that you need to strengthen your immune system, everything that you need to find that balance within your body already resides within you. You just need to get your head right, free yourself of what's holding you back, and breathe. We talked about the fact that fear feeds off the carbon dioxide. It expands with that. It expands on itself, but the light puts it out. So breathe deep. In this breath is so much light. It is a life-giving substance. It provides every cell in your body with what you need. And for those that are panic buying supplements, I want you to think about and recognize maybe how much power you are giving them right now, how much power you're giving them over you right now, because what happens when you run out? Think about that for a moment. So here's the thing. That comment that I just made, if that created a in your energy field right now, if your body did that, then you know that you have work to do. Don't make anything outside of you your crutch. I personally don't take anything. I'm not saying everyone's got to do what's right for them. I personally don't, but I know intention and light is everything. So remember that no matter how dark a room is, you turn on one light and there is no more dark. No more dark. Okay, so I don't know if messages have stopped coming through, but Tim, yours is the last message that I see. Oh, no, I'm seeing. Okay, Kylie's made a comment. Can't see it. But, oh, here we go. No, you've popped up. I think there's a bit of a delay. Hey, Juliana, Louisa, and Craig, welcome. I spoke to Craig straight after the call. I was in tears yesterday. Straight after the call, I sobbed. I had a big cry. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Lisa, Rachel, Jeanette, hello, Amanda, everybody, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So you can put intention into your water. Intention and light is everything. So here's my little love mug. I love my love mug. Actually, on that note, I actually have these mugs in the design process. And on one side, I have you create the dream. I'm actually on both sides. And on the inside, so when you're sipping it, it says, I create the dream. So then you're giving other people subliminal messages. You are seeing that message when you look at it. And when you sip it, it's an affirmation, I create the dream. So they were actually meant to be here in time for the online program, which was coming out June the 11th, which is now going to come out April the 11th, because everything just seems to be rush now. But the mugs are on hold because the dollar took a dive. So getting back to intention, you can hold water and you can put intention into it. And for those of you that have seen the water experiments or the rice experiments, you know the power of this. You can turn this into what it is that you need by simply placing intention. We completely transform the very energy that makes up the matter. So I did see Fiona, and I don't know if Mariana's here as well. Mariana and Fiona, you guys were here for, I think it was 2 years ago now. So these ladies did their CTC training with me 2 years ago. And during their training, I actually set up the GDV device and we tested changes made to the energy in the room. So we did the training here. We tested the changes in energy to this room. And then also when we went to the river, which was a 10-minute drive away, we meditated there and also changed the energies in this room here. We had a glass of water in the middle of the table and we, blasted light. We held intention and focus, and no, we didn't turn water into wine, but I think we came close. I think we turned it into juice because we all agreed that it was actually sweeter and the measurements, the frequency actually changed. So who knows, with a little bit of practice, we might hit the wine target. So yesterday, I showed you a technique to bring fears up to the surface and out, to disempower it. You made it black and white. You dimmed it. You shrunk it. You disempowered it. You transmuted it into light, and then you sent it off. You banished it off into a place of no existence. You did so many, like the things that you learned yesterday are an integral part of you freeing yourself to allow more light to flow through you. So most people make comments about instantly feeling lighter and being able to breathe more easily. We're all energy. We are all energy, and feeling lighter proves to you that this stuff was taking up too much energetic space within you. Hello, everybody. Kylie, hello. Mariana, you are on. Fiona, too. I was just talking about you guys. Christella, love you guys. Alrighty, I'm so pleased to be seeing messages. I kind of feel like I'm not alone. Yesterday was like a whole different type of isolation, wasn't it? So I'm not alone. We are not alone. I know we've got this working with us, through us. So we also spoke of the fact that we're being asked to be more than we've ever been. Imagine that. Imagine everyone being a better person than we were before. Every day, and I have this on my bathroom mirror, I ask to be a better person than I was. Show me how it is that I can be a greater version of myself, or a better person today than I was yesterday. That's all you need to do. Every day, work on being a better person. But imagine if everybody was doing that. Could you imagine that kind of ripple effect? Choose what team you're going to bat for. Choose to bat for the team that's creating an amazing future. Damn, I'm a bit of a control freak. Nowhere near as bad as I used to be, but I used to be the worst control freak that I ever knew. People would say, I'm a control freak. And I went, you got nothing on me, babe. So I have changed a lot. But for us that like to control things, hey, what better time to do it? We get to participate. We get to create, the next moment. How awesome a time is this that we all get to contribute? I am so, so excited. I know there are people going through a lot, but all I do, every time I see, I blast light, let this light come from my heart to theirs. I blast so much light, and I just, inside myself, I say, I hold space for you. Whatever you need, I ask that it comes from me. I hold the space for you. I hold the light for you until you can hold it for yourself. I will shower you with light, because we have so much of it coming through us. And the beautiful thing is as we give, we receive. It's one of the best things you can do for yourself as well, because it's coming through. We're not giving our stuff. I say to my therapists that I train and other people, you have to come from a space of what we do is not from us, but through us. And the more you do that, the more flows through you. And as it flows through you, you're receiving at the same time. So then you are always connected, always receiving, always replenished, and always in this space of love. I'm getting tingles. Are you getting tingles? Are we all getting tingles? Yay! Guys, this moment is for us. We are here for this moment. Last night, you connected to your higher self. You got messages, you got guidance, and now all you need to do is step up and to follow through on that guidance. You don't need me. You don't need me. I'm not here giving you answers. I'm not giving you the answers. Your soul is yearning to guide you. Your soul knows what it is that you need to do. You just need to listen. You just need to listen and follow that guidance. There's a quote that's coming to mind. Khalil Gibran, the prophet, and I write this on the first day of my Reiki classes. I write it on the board. No man can awaken within you aught but that which is already half asleep in the dawning of your knowledge. No man can awaken within you aught but that which is already half asleep in the dawning of your knowledge. You already have this in you. All I am doing is bringing you back into the remembering. That's all I'm doing. This is an opportunity to go within, to take that inner journey and discover who you are, what your purpose is. When we're busy in the doing life, we often forget to be in the presence, to be who we were born to be. We create the world from the inside out. Yesterday we talked about the innerscape and the outerscape. The world is a reflection of us as a collective. If you want to change your life, popping up messages. Hello, everybody. Where was I? Sorry. If you want to change your life and the world, then you must do the inner work first. I'm just going to scroll up with these messages a little bit and say hello, everybody. Hello. Thank you, Amanda's. I'm inviting people to watch. Beautiful. Thank you. So understanding how to master your energy, how to make more empowered choices is so crucial at this time. Understanding the importance of being present is crucial. Actually, I might go into some detail in that tomorrow, I think. I think that's probably going to be an important component. So I want to point out that right now, doing the inner work, remembering who you are, is so extremely important. And remember that nothing has any meaning other than the meaning that you give it. So choose to see everything in a way that serves you. Everything. Jesus was the great teacher of the heart, and he taught about forgiveness. He said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Buddha said it's all an illusion. It all just is. There's nothing to forgive. There is no good. There is no bad. It all just is. We are not to judge. But we start to view things different when we forgive, when we free our body, when we free ourselves of the things that we are choosing to hang on to. Because let me tell you, the past, your crap from the past, you are choosing to hold on to. You don't need to hold on to it anymore. You can let it up and out. And when we choose to see without judgment that everything just is, and we're going to choose to participate this from a higher vibration, we get to change everything. The more we are aware of these principles, the more we go within, the more we realize that everything just is. This just is. We begin to have faith in the possibilities that exist. So we move out of being predictable. We move from what's predictable, and now we have faith in possibilities. I talked to you yesterday, I touched on, moving from being predictable into possibility and then potential. They're three completely different realms. So you enter this place where you have faith in the possibilities. And so many possibilities exist right now. So many opportunities, so many possibilities. And it's all there for us. We're being asked to stop, to reassess, to see what's important and how we can do things differently. And it's already changing the way we do things. Just one thing. That's two. One thing. Think about the amount of businesses that had maybe thought about going online that have suddenly gone, holy shit, we need to do something. And now they are pushing and they are making things happen online. They are doing things differently. Those businesses that are now running from home, do you think they're going to go back to bricks and mortar and pay? This is just my business brain, right? Do you think they're going to go back to bricks and mortar and be paying all those expenses when they now know they can successfully run things from home? I don't think so. So we're already changing the way we do things. It can't get this far. What we are going through can't have come this far to go back to the way it used to be, because there is no going back. Systems are collapsing, things are changing, we are changing. And as we dive into what is possible and the potential that exists, you're no doubt going to tap into that aspect of yourself that remembers. Use the word remembers how powerful you truly are. There's nothing that I can teach you that you don't already know. It's just half asleep. You already know it, and all I'm doing is bringing you back into that place of remembering. I'm actually being reminded right now of an event. This would have been 8 or 9 years ago. I was running healing events in Sydney. They were held the first Wednesday of every month. And on this particular Wednesday, there was a nasty cyclone that was headed towards Queensland. And one of the participants actually said to me, or actually a few people said to me, are we going to be doing a group healing, on this event tonight? We're going to do a group healing and redirect the cyclone. So my answer was yes and no. And I'm being called to share this experience with you because it is really important. Understanding it is crucial. So if everything happens for a reason, then everything happens for a reason. Everything. And if nothing happens to us but for us, and the for us is to awaken us, to have us go into the innerscape, to come out, to find the resources that we didn't know we had, and to come back into the outerscape fully transformed, then isn't the job to awaken people? The movie The Wizard of Oz is coming to mind right now, and there's an article of mine. I've sort of shared it quite a few times over the years about The Wizard of Oz and the messages it has for you. It's very detailed. It's amazing. Everyone loves it. It is in this book. I am not doing a plug for my book, but do you know what? There's sort of light in the background. Ooh. There is so much stuff that I'm sharing with you that is in this book coming out on Sunday. So I'm being reminded of The Wizard of Oz right now. Think about it. Chaos came. So it, the storm came, lifted the house, which represents herself. Chaos came. Dorothy was knocked unconscious. She went within. She battled her fears, her demons. She found strength. She defeated the witch with nothing but water, mind you. The veil was lifted. What's happening now? Veils are being lifted. The curtain was drawn. The curtain was parted. Illusions were revealed. And then she realized that she had the power to go home all along. Does that not, resemble what we're going through right now? We have the power. So back to the Queensland cyclone. Here's what we did. And this also obviously is a representation of what's going on now, so I'm sharing it with you. Our power lies in going beyond the outcome. When I teach people to manifest, I talk about going beyond the outcome. So these things are sent to teach us, to wake us. Then it makes absolute perfect sense to wake up the people, right? Rather than becoming a full-time cyclone deterrent. All we need to do is wake up the people. And I'm hoping you get this, right? So stuff happens and it will continue to happen. But don't shoot the messenger. So here's what our group did. I led them to build a light and to shower. And I know I've got a couple of people in this group who were there that night, to shower the people with light. We ask that it touches their hearts and souls so deeply that they may awaken and come from a place of love, to come from a place of compassion, to become more connected people, and to learn now what it is they need to learn. We focused on the people, not on the cyclone, and it downsized immensely and lost all power before reaching land. Now, I'm not saying that it was just us that did that. I know for a fact there were a lot of people and a lot of groups all over the country that were in prayer doing their thing that night. But what I do know is our contribution mattered, because every contribution always matters. This world is what it is because of the collective. Every moment is what it is because of the collective. The universe is constantly reorganizing and rebalancing and adjusting according to everything that is going on everywhere. The butterfly effect, right? We are powerful beyond measure, and my intention is to remind you of that. So many shivers. Kylie, yes, 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 yes. Love you. Yes, Christella remembers it. Christella was there. Okay. I want to do a quick exercise with you. So I want you to rub your hands together. Rub your hands, rub your hands, rub your hands. Those of you that have ever been to any of my live presentations, well, this is live, right? In-person presentations would know I do this almost every single time. So I want you now to look at the bracelets on your wrists. So they're like the little wrinkles. And I want you to bring them together. Bring those bracelets together and put your hands into position of prayer. Now, when you do it that way, your fingers are actually the same length. And I want you to place your right hand on your lap. So you're looking at the fingers of the left hand. And in your own mind, I want you to tell your fingers to grow taller and taller. In your own mind, to say taller and taller, taller and taller, grow taller and taller. I want you to feel your fingers stretching, heading towards the ceiling, taller and taller now. Taller and taller. Your fingers are growing, stretching, they're heading towards the ceiling. You can actually start to feel a tingling sensation in your palms, perhaps. Maybe even the joints of your fingers, they're starting to get warm. Your fingers are getting warm and tingly as your fingers stretch towards the ceiling. They're getting taller and taller now. taller and taller. Your fingers are growing, stretching. They're heading towards the ceiling. They're getting taller and taller, taller and taller. You guys can do this. There is so much power being showered over us right now. You can make what you believe impossible possible. Getting taller and taller, taller and taller. Your fingers are growing, stretching. They're heading towards the ceiling. They're getting taller and taller now, taller and taller. You can feel the warmth. You can feel those tingles as your fingers stretch taller and taller. They're heading towards the ceiling, taller and taller now, taller and taller. They're growing, they're stretching, they're heading towards the ceiling, taller and taller, taller and taller, taller and taller, taller and taller. And now really quickly measuring up again, putting those bracelets together, hands back in the position of prayer and noticing the difference. I can hear you going, whoa, from here. All right, now say shake back to normal and measure up again, because there is no insurance company that covers me for stuff like that. Okay, how was that for you? Everybody's fingers got taller, no doubt. I'm going to wait for a couple of comments. Share with me, did your fingers get taller? Okay, either comments have fallen off or there's a bit of a delay. So I'm expecting that the fingers on one hand did get taller than the other. You are powerful beyond, actually most people are not going to believe it when you tell them that, by the way. Amazing, a great reminder of our power. Beautiful, beautiful, thank you. So yes, I'm getting some yeses, fantastic. There's obviously a little bit of a delay. You are powerful beyond measure. And if you can manifest a car space, you can manifest anything. You just made the fingers of your hand, one hand taller than the other, but all the messages coming through. Kids love this, Kylie. You'll have to do it with the kids. They absolutely love it. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, everybody. So the reason you could do this so easily is because you had no fear, no attachment to the outcome. The reason you get the car space is the very same reason. You have no attachment. And if you end up parking a few, parking spaces ahead or whatever, you don't really think much of it. You don't bash yourself over it. That is one of the keys to manifesting. No attachment to the outcome. It is just having fun with it. It is just doing it. So you are extraordinarily powerful. And just to show you how powerful we are as a collective, and again, I actually have this in the book, cut the crap. I'm going to keep showing it to you because so much of what I share is in this. I wrote this the first week of Jan. If I could give it to you now, I promise you I would. I just can't. I'm waiting for links to go up on Amazon, etc. But I will let you know. So here's how powerful we are as a collective. All it takes is 1 square root of 1% of the population to create change. So globally, with the current world population, that's around 9,000 people. This is science, it's not woo-woo, and these tests have been conducted since the early 70s. As I mentioned, the references, everything is in that book. When enough people come together holding a certain frequency and feeling feelings of peace, then they create an energy, a unified energy that radiates out there and creates peace for nations. For each additional person, the change is quicker and greater. It's all about the vibration. And when you understand that everything is energy, then you understand how easy all of this works. I want you to think beyond the outcome. We don't need to put the virus out. We don't need to try, nor do we want to make systems go back to how they used to be, because they can be better. We need to focus on who we are being and allow this God-given universe, source, whatever you want to call it, I don't care what you call it, light, to work through us and touch the hearts and souls of everyone, and ask that they may wake up, that they may free themselves of the fears, of the limitations, to make better choices. And wash your hands. That's probably an idea. That could be the doing thing. But who we are being is so extraordinarily important. We need to focus on the end game, not the steps in between. When we focus beyond the outcome, and those that have done my trainings, we're always going, when we send healing to people, we don't see them healing because that's still saying they're unwell. We go beyond the outcome. We see them doing star jumps. We have this room that we've created in our minds where there's balloons, where there's celebration. this person is doing star jumps because they feel so amazing, and we can hear the ching ching of champagne glasses. We go beyond the outcome and we leave the rest to the universe, because otherwise the human mind is getting involved. We do it without attachment. And when enough of us move beyond the outcome to create the life that we want, and we do it without attachment, we fold time, we collapse time, however you want to look at it, we collapse time. And change happens at speed, because the universe has the smarts to connect the dots and create things in ways that our human mind can't even conceive as a possibility yet. And that is us playing in the field of potentiality. These fields exist and we access them here, not out there. So no attachment, dreaming big, feeling it to be your absolute truth, and then letting it go, surrendering it. We know, this is science again, we know that our thoughts trigger the electrical field, and our feelings trigger the magnetic field and radiate an energy that draws to us that which we desire. Now, I need to be clear on this, not always what we want, but who we are being, feeling, what we are vibrating at. And that's really important to remember when it comes to manifesting, that you are attracting that which you are vibrating at. If you've attended any of my trainings or watched some of my videos, and I do believe there's a video about this on this particular page, You Create the Dream, I often say, my magic words are, I don't know how. I don't need to know how, but thank you. And say that again. I don't know how. I don't need to know how, but thank you. So what we do is we create head and heart alignment, matching thoughts and feelings. We feel it to be our absolute truth. And we say the words, I don't know how, I don't need to know how, but thank you. So I don't know how, I don't need to know how is the surrender. It surrenders it to the universe without any need, pardon me, for the human mind that works at the predictable level, right? The human mind basically says, well, it can happen one of three ways, and we're not doing that anymore. We are playing in the field of possibility and potentiality. So we literally hand it over, and by saying thank you, this is the gratitude. Gratitude raises our vibration. And we're saying thank you before it even happens, which opens the door to receptivity, because it's there. It's already out there in the field. You just need to be a damn good receiver, and you need to open the door because it is just there. Again, so much of it is in here. Maybe I need to not keep the book so close. It's there because I need to have a look at it and make sure everything's okay before final print runs. But it's that close. I keep being reminded and keep pulling it back in. So, beautiful. Just reading some of these messages. Still the same magic, Joe. Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. I'm loving the message. I'm actually really enjoying the fact that I can see that you guys are here with me. So be present and create the future that you want now. That's what we need to do. We've been sent to our rooms, right? So you take this time, you take these moments to go within. Go into the innerscape and create your outerscape. How is it you want things to be? See it, feel it. But here's a disclaimer. If you come out of the inner and you are the same person you were yesterday, doing the same things that you were yesterday, being the same person, doing the same things, reacting the same, having the same behaviors, then you really haven't changed. And I need you to remember that you chose that. Change requires change. So important. I mean, let's face it, we've, gotten caught up in the mindlessness of things outside of us, when in fact, the true treasure lies within. Oh, I'm being reminded of another little story. Okay, so the gods get together, right? Pardon me. So a sip of my tea from my love cup. So the gods get together and they hold council because they're about to put humans on planet Earth. And they say, we need to hide the secrets of life somewhere. But where? Where do we put them? So they deliberate for a little while, and then one of them says, how about we place the secrets of life on top of the highest mountain? Very, very highest mountain, we'll place them there. And they go, no, don't be stupid, you can't do that. If we do that, surely somebody will find it. They'll probably bottle it and sell it. And, pardon me, and then everybody will have the secrets of life. We can't do that. So they deliberate for a little while longer, and then one of them says, well, what about the deepest, darkest part of the ocean? Same thing, they'll invent like scuba gear and, submarines, and someone will find it. We've got the same scenario all over again. So finally somebody says, how about we hide the secrets of life inside each and every person? Because no matter how intelligent these humans become, they will spend their days looking outside of themselves for answers. How true is that? So we are reminded to go into the innerscape, to go within and access everything that we need. Allow it to awaken within you. It's time to up-level who we are as individuals and collectively, to move beyond ourselves. This is about connection, community, and compassion, the 3 C's. 3 C's normally for me, there's an eggplant dish that I make and I go 3 C's, cumin, coriander, chili. This is different. Connection, community, compassion. I'll remember that next time I make the eggplant dish. So ask, how is it that I can participate in the unfolding of this? What is my purpose and what is my message to the world? And I am going to have you guys access that message really soon. This is us in divine communion with the presence in meditation. Divine communion with the presence in meditation. When we spend a life focused on doing life, focused on everything outside of us, all we really get are moments of excitement. And then we find ourselves seeking more excitement because that next level of that game, that, conquering that mountain, doesn't quite do it for us anymore. We need something bigger. We need something more. So we're constantly looking for moments of excitement outside of ourselves. When we spend a life focused on doing life outside of ourselves, all we get are moments of excitement. I want you to remember that's why I said it twice. We get moments outside of ourselves, moments of excitement. But when we go within and we seek the treasure, you get to access that part of you where you are able to see who you have become. You are able to heal what is unhealed, to clear, to create, and to choose who you are going to be, especially during this time. Who are you going to be? You gain a new appreciation. You have gratitude for what is, and that's all it is. What's going on just is. You start to see and feel gratitude for what is and what it is offering you. Do you know what? If this wasn't here, we'd probably keep doing things the same way we were doing them a couple of weeks ago. But all of us are being pushed to grow. All of us are being touched by this. There isn't a single person that has not been touched by this. When you work from the inside, you begin to bring guidance into your physical life rather than having your physical life determine your guidance. And what I mean by that is when you are focused on those base 3 chakras, your life and what the messages that you get is determined by the shit that goes on outside of you. But when you tap into spirit, you allow source, spirit, light, universe to bring forth the messages and the guidance, and you start to play your life by that set of rules, by that guidance, but rather than the other way around. Basically growing up. I want you to feel what's being offered. And I think we'll do the exercise now. Yeah, we're going to. So we're going to do this exercise, and then I'm going after that. I might chat a little bit. I don't know. We'll see what comes through. And then, so we're going to do an exercise. I want to get you feeling the energy. And then after that, I'm going to get you tapping into your message to the world and what your guidance is asking of you. Well, actually, your higher self, that higher self exercise yesterday is what I want you to do regularly, to tap into that, because your higher self will continue to guide you. And the more you do that, the louder the voice gets. So do continue that exercise. The process we're going to do today seems like a bit of fun, but it is going to offer you insight into what your message is to the world. Oh, someone's got eggplants. Yum, I love eggplants, Fiona. Cumin's too cold to grow that sort of stuff. Yum, yum. 3 C's, cumin, coriander, chili. I'll give you a recipe later. Okay, so I want you to, got a bit of a tickle in my throat. I want you to sit up nice and tall. If you're, uncross your legs, please. If you're sitting on the floor cross-legged, that's okay. But if you're sitting on a seat, make sure your legs are not crossed. And I want you to not be leaning back into your seat. I want you to sit up nice and tall, because often when we're leaning back, that support stops us from feeling the energy flowing through us. So sitting up nice and tall. So I'm going to have you feel this energy that's flowing through you, as being offered to all of us right now. I want you to place your hand on your heart center. You can actually place one hand or both hands. It's entirely up to you how you choose to do this. I will sometimes place one hand on my heart center and one hand on my solar plexus, but whatever is comfortable for you is perfect. And I want you to gently close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and exhale. And again, a deep breath in, and exhale. And one more time, a deep breath in, and exhale. And in your own mind, I want you to say, I am here to reveal the ultimate. I am here to reveal the ultimate. I am here to reveal the ultimate. I am ready to see the unseen, to hear what has not been heard. I am ready. I am ready. And you may or may not begin to see a shift in colours. But you will start to notice a slight rocking sensation. That rocking sensation as the energy starts to move through you. Go with it. Feel it. Let it work through you. Let it touch any place where there is low vibration or darkness, transmuting it, turning it into light, recreating each and every cell in its most perfect and whole form. Feel that energy, feel that light. Feel that energy flowing freely and extending from your feet and deep into the center of the earth. One with everything. Giving and receiving in a continuous flow of love and healing. Connected to all that is, everything. forever replenished, forever energized. This light, this energy now expands from your body, pushing out anything of low vibration, pushing it right out of your body and your space as this light now forms a shield of protection around you. So that from now on, anything of low vibration simply bounces off. More importantly, any negativity, anxiety, stress, or tension that you create for yourself throughout the days, this easily filters through and is sent off to the universe to become love and light. So at all times you are surrounded only by love. This light swells around you and through you as it nurtures and nourishes each and every cell in your being. Re-energizing, replenishing, more importantly, recreating each and every cell in its most perfect and whole form, because you are perfect. You have all the love that you need. You are love. The confidence, the guidance, the self-esteem, the strength and courage, you are these things. You have the power. You are the power. Capable of creating and achieving everything that your heart desires. You are everything. And allowing yourself to bathe in this light. And now I want you to literally hug yourself. Hug yourself, hold yourself. Knowing that the love that you have for yourself is lifting you. That love, that energy, that connection, it's lifting your family, your friends, your community, your country, all of us, everyone and everything. Expand your awareness across all of existence. And know that through you being here, through your existence, everything is changing. Because you are changing. Because when one thing changes, everything changes. There is no separation. Feel that energy, feel that love, feel that vibration. You have said yes, yes to being of service, yes to allowing this light to flow through you, yes to contributing to creating the kind of life that we do want to see. And it starts with who you are being. Feel that love. Feel that connection. Feel that desire. And when you're ready, giving thanks. Taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, opening your eyes. How was it to feel the feels? To feel that energy? Let me know if you felt a rocking sensation or if you felt vibration. Some of you may have felt warmth in your hands. Some people may also have initially felt a pressure in their head as the energy tried to come through. So I would love for you to share your experience. Your contribution matters, and you have a message. You have a message to share with the world. And I'm going to give you guys just a moment. I'll see where some messages come through. There is obviously a little bit of a delay. And then we're going to move straight into this next exercise. So, how are you feeling? Let me know how you're feeling. I'm sure everybody felt rocking sensations, right? Yes, peaceful, peaceful. Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful. Alrighty. Lots of swirling colors, pressure in the head and neck. Yeah, that's just energy coming through. How gorgeous. Warmth, lots of warmth in the hands. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing, guys. So, this next exercise that I'm going to be sharing with you is also in this book, second last chapter, I think, in the Create the Future You Desire chapter. So, it's a great little exercise and it's a lot of fun. Felt rocking. Already rocking back and forth before you mentioned it. That's because there is so much energy coming through. Loving it, loving it. Warmth, of course. Okay, so, and feel free to share, as I ask these questions, feel free to share them in the comments if you like. So, we are drawn to particular books and movies for a reason. So, I want you to think about, hey, Rachel, feeling peaceful, beautiful. Okay, so I want you to tell me or think about we'll do 3, 5 is a bit much right now. Let's do your 3 favorite movies or books. If you're not a movie watcher, your favorite books. I'm talking about the kind of book or movie that you just find yourself reaching to, which will be this one in a couple of weeks, right? So the kind of movie, not that kind of book really, I was only kidding, but a book or a movie that just inspires you, that you love to just maybe curl up on the lounge with, and you watch it or read it over and over and over again, and it does something to you. It does something deep within you. So I want you to let me know what those 3 favorite movies are. If someone would like to share, then go ahead and share. Otherwise, I want you to think about them. The kind of movie, the kind of book that really inspires you. Once you've thought about those top 3, actually, I want you to notice as you do that, your eyes tend to roll around in your head, right? What you're doing there is a TDS, a transderivational search. You are searching for information. So you go, oh, what about that one? What about that one? And everything triggers a memory. And if we have some people sharing, that will also trigger a memory for you. Go, oh, yeah, that's right, that movie. Pardon me, I do have a bit of a tickle tonight. So I want you to think about your 3 favorite movies. Anne of Green Gables, a book, Anne with an E, Netflix series. Really, really inspires you. Fantastic. Okay, thank you so much for sharing, Tim. Rachel's replying, same. Okay, so of your 3 favorite, what is your absolute favorite? So again, I'm talking about the one, it's like, I'm going to reach for that. That's the one I'm watching. That's what I'm feeling a little bit down. I'm reaching for that movie. I'm wanting to be inspired. I'm reaching for that movie or book. So what is your absolute favorite? So I want you to think about that one for me. Now I want you to, let's just say we're doing this one-on-one, okay? You are with me. We are doing this one-on-one. You might be talking to me about this, or you might be writing it down. And again, you can also watch this video again later, obviously, and you can stop it if you want to take the time to actually write it down. You can pause and you can answer the questions. So now you've got your absolute favorite movie or book. I want you to tell me in 1 or 2 sentences what it is that inspires you the most about it. Explain the storyline to me. Okay, I have no idea what it is. I don't understand it. I've never seen it. I've never read it. In just 1 or 2 sentences, tell me about that. What is the storyline? What stands out for you? Amanda Harris, Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life. Eat, Pray, Love. I love Eat, Pray, Love. I have seen that. Oh, the Thornbirds. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, I am so sorry. That should have been on silent. Okay. That's the universe ringing. It's actually my mother. I have some stories about that. But anyway, so you're telling me the storyline, right? Now I want you to tell me what's the strongest message that you get out of that? What's the strongest message you get out of that? We've got more movies, Titanic, Avatar, The Green Book, Power versus Force is a book. Oh, The Green Book, which is a movie, another Avatar, Notting Hill. So tell me, okay, so now we have your favorite movie, and it's your absolute favorite. And now we also have the storyline. You telling me the storyline in one or two sentences. And now you're telling me what is the strongest message from that book or movie to you. Marissa, strongest message is learn to forgive and you will be set free. Christine Leighton, love and laughter. Okay, so now you know what the message is, the strongest message for you. So now I'm going to ask you the following question. What does that message, focusing on the message only now, what does it say about who you are, who you want to be, and your message to others? So as an example, Marissa, learn to forgive and you'll be set free. So very clearly there, Marissa, a strong message, would be a part of your mission statement, part of your message to the world is to teach people to set themselves free through the art of forgiveness. Can you see how profound this is? So I'd love for you to keep sharing. I'm going to come back and check messages later on too. But your soul, your heart draws you to these stories for a reason. They are a metaphor. It's a metaphor that is, it's used to call forth your spirit. That's what they are. A metaphor to call forth your spirit. That is why you're drawn to them. Your spirit is basically saying, psst, this is it. Psst, left. Psst, do this. Psst, you do it. You do it. You learn it. You share it. I actually first did this exercise in 1997. And I'm not really a movie person. I now watch the odd movie with my husband Martin. It's, he selects movies that don't have anything crazy in them because I can't do that. I haven't turned a television on in 12 years. I just don't do that thing. Anyway, so I first did the exercise in 1997, and the movie that came to mind, and I will say still, I think, because when I thought about whether or not I share mine with you, I thought, maybe I'll watch it. My birthday's next week, I think. Next week. So I might do it on my birthday. But the movie that came to mind for me was actually Evita, and Evita came out in 1996. So it's been around for a while. Obviously, I've had it there, and I'll pull it out now. I'm not ever been a Madonna fan. She played an exceptional role in that movie. But I watched that and then the movies, and I went back because I thought, oh my God, it's just done something to me. I went back, and the opening scene, just when the word Evita popped up, I started sobbing again. And it's not the fact that she slept her way to the top. There are those aspects that aren't me, right? She slept her way to the top and all that sort of stuff. That's not it. But the profound message, as I ask myself these questions, what came through for me is that she took people from a place of despair to hope. She showed them that they are the same as everybody else, that they are equal, and that they could have everything that they desire, that they are worthy and deserving of having it all. She started with taking them from despair to hope. And here we are. This is why I do what I do, because I want to take people from where they are at to where I see them in their potential. I am gifted with the ability of seeing where you are now, where you are in your potential, and what I need to do to get you there, to show you that there isn't anybody out there any better than anybody else, that we all have the power within us, and I'm just here to remind you. So that's the movie that I'm probably going to watch on my birthday now. Now that's come to mind again. So, please share. I'd love for you to share all your messages and things. I will come back and check them all. I love you. I love you. I love you. Tomorrow, let's see what else comes through and play in the field of potentiality. I love you so much. Thank you for being you. Thank you for choosing to say yes. Thank you for letting this light come through you. Thank you for contributing to positive change in the world. I love you. I love you. I love you. Much love to you all. I'll see you tomorrow night, same time. Bye.